Good morning, everyone. My name is Rabbit. I am finally, truly 100% well and have my normal speaking voice back. And welcome to episode number 67 of our 100% item guide and walkthrough for Legend of Legaia. In our previous episode, we wrapped up, at least for the time being, all of the events that can transpire in Soul Tower. So we are now tasked with venturing back out into the mist, even though we literally just purified this area by reviving Soul's Genesis tree. We still have a little bit left to do in this part of the world. So we are going to head on out and make a beeline for Booma. And once we see some events and scenes there, we are tasked with trying to figure out, is this weird Dr. Usha guy whom we had seen this weird holographic message from him in the bottom of Soul, is he still alive? What is he fucking doing? Is he really on our side? We will find out in this episode or the next. So let's go ahead and dive right in. We have a lot of grunt work and foot soldiering to do. So let's not delay any of that beautiful, beautiful activity. And as I already have exclaimed, I feel fabulous. Oh my goodness, you guys truly have no idea how wonderful it is to finally, after 4.5 months, be well. Like, I am not sick in any way, shape, or form, and it feels almost odd to not be sick, if that tells you anything about how life has been going for me since we moved here. It's been a hot diggity dog mess, but I can't complain because it's now in the past. So have you met His Majesty Emperor Etora the 8th? Why, yes, we actually did, and he gave us a password, and we'll have to see how we'll put that to use soon enough. Very well. Then do not forget what you have been told. We shall not. And then what does this guy have to say? Oh, Vaughn, are you going out? You're damn right. I see. If you go to the northeast, you'll reach Buma, the city of ravines. From there, go west to reach the tower where Dr. Usha lives. Well, there you go. They're pretty much summarizing what I already said. Huh. I guess I didn't even need to say anything. I could have just left it to the random, non-named townspeople. Oh, what do we have here? Zora's floating castle. Ooh, I love little cutscenes. Hey, it's the Delilah's family. Well, well, says an unnamed voice. It looks like the kids revived the Genesis tree of Soul. Not bad. When you want that blue-headed brat dead, just say the word, Zora, and he's dead. You're quite confident, but leave them be. While they're wandering around, Koru will... Don't worry about Koru. Leave him to the Delilah's family. Then go. I'm counting on you. Yes, ma'am. Oh, it's been a while since we've seen the Delilah sis. Songy? You're here too? I'm not sure how to feel, but Zora, it seems, isn't as hell-bent on murdering us, so perhaps she's not that evil. But what is this, Koru? Well, I guess we'll find out all of that as we go. We at least know for now our mission, Booma and Dr. Usha. So we'll keep our sights set on those two tasks, and we'll just have to see what happens from there. All right, I will start with some rounds of spiriting just to make these fights go a touch faster. Come on, Vaughn. You're lagging behind, my boy. So I hope you guys are all doing well. I know this is finals season for those of you who are in university, or, you know, even if you're in high school or community college. I know this is an absolutely crazy time of year. So I hope you guys are remembering to keep up with your self-care. I feel like it's something that I still struggle with. I'm absolutely a workaholic, and I always put, you know, sort of duties above myself and my health and my mental and emotional well-being, which is not a good habit to be in. So make sure you're taking time for yourselves. Oh, I don't think so. There will be no powering up, Grood. Don't be rude, Grood. Gala, what was that spasm about? So yes, anyway, moral of what I'm starting to say, just please maintain your mental health, your physical health, emotional, psychological, whatever. I just want you guys to stay well as you are heading head first into the very, very murky waters of finals. It's a lot of unknowns there and a lot of stress. Oh, Queen Bee. Seriously? The ambush driving me nuts. But as for me, I am doing very well, as I've already announced. Being well has been great, and I guess you could call them vlogs, but I've been doing monthly updates for the channel that sort of summarize things that have happened both with the channel as well as outside of the channel in my personal, like, day-to-day life. And in the most recent one that summarized all the events of November, I was telling you guys that I did leave my previous job where I was working around a lot of sick children, and that was partially why I think I was so unwell for so long. So I won't, rehash all the details of that, because I'm sure most of you watching this have already seen that video, or if not, the gist just is I decided that I just can't work in that sort of clinical setting, or I can't work around ill children. Just kids are like walking Petri dishes. They're so sick all the time as their immune systems are developing. I just working the 40 hours to 50 hours a week and being on my feet, 10 to 11 hour days, and then, being around people who are already sick. And all came together to make for a very bad time for Rabbit. So I was offered a job while I was still at this, the health center, or it's not a health center, I guess you'd say a human development center is a more accurate description of it. But I was offered another job working for a non-profit social work agency. They had an opening and they needed a health scientist and someone who has a strong background in statistics and research. So pretty much, as has been my background for a long time, I am 100% back in education, research, and statistics type work, which is great. And working for a social work group has been so rewarding. I just can't even describe how I'm coming up on 4 weeks now being there. I think I had started on the 17th of November, something like that. So anyway, I'm close to my month anniversary, if you will, of being there, and I have loved every single day. Since we are a nonprofit, we're a very small entity, a very small agency, and I'm the 5th person to join. So we have 2 actual social workers, 1 girl whose background is in psychology, and then I am the health and wellness educator and scientist and statistics specialist. And then we have just a secretary or administrative assistant, but we all sort of operate and do a lot of the same roles, even though we each have specific specialties or backgrounds. So it's wonderful. We work with the homeless. We work with people who are, oh God, I stole a silver compass. Get out of here. That's crazy. Hey, I'll take it. So yeah, like we just do a lot of collaborative work, even though our specialties are different, and we work with the homeless, people who are physically handicapped, have mental disabilities or emotional disabilities or barriers and obstacles that they need to overcome. It's amazing. I have loved it. And since I'm not in a hospital, not in a clinic, not in a center where people are sick all the time, I haven't been sick since I started, and I healed pretty much within the first week of being there and outside of the Human Development Center where I was. So yeah, I have nothing but great things to say about it. And you guys can probably tell that just I feel amazing, not only physically because I'm not ill, but mentally because it's just such a huge burden off my shoulders. I'm no longer carrying all of the weight that comes with, God, I have bronchitis for the second time. I had the flu. I now have pneumonia. Do I have something more serious like leukemia? There was just a lot that was really going on behind the scenes, and it was beginning to take its toll on me, not just physically, but mentally as well. I was drained all the time, and I just wasn't, it's not that I was unhappy, I was just tired. But that is no longer the case. I love this new position. I love the people that I work with. I love what I'm doing, and I love that I'm not sick while I'm doing it. So life is good on my end. I hope that the same can be said for you. God, this guy, Groot, stop it. Just let me kill you. Why does this even need to be an ordeal? And I realize this might be a repeat fight. Have we already seen the moldy worms? Don't worry, we are pretty near Buma, and I will be cutting out repeats from here. But I'm so anxious to share with you guys all this good news of everything that's been unraveling with me. For those of you who didn't watch the November channel update video, thought I'd catch you up to speed with why I am so joyful and just feel so alive. You don't realize how great it feels to be well until you're unwell. And that's something that we often would sort of teach and use in our work in health education when you are in like a hospital or you are with people who maybe don't understand why their spouse is always cranky. You know, someone who recently was diagnosed with fibro. It's something that you try to teach people a lot that, you know, well, when you're not sick, you don't understand what it's like for people who are sick all the time. I still remember during my undergrad when I had to do my clinical internship, I was at a free health clinic because this was back before Obamacare and before, you know, there was access to free health services outside of just people volunteering at specific clinics that facilitated that. Ooh, it's Booma. I'll get to that in a second. Let's run up here. God, it's frozen solid. Van, Gala, this is Booma. The Genesis tree must be here. I'll go check. I'm going ahead to the Genesis tree. Oh my God, Noah, why would you do this? God, looks so cold. Kara? I know. Your heart is frozen just like this ice. I can tell because my heart is buried here in the cold ice and snow too. Oh, we just missed her. Whoa! Vaughn, Gala? The Genesis tree. Come look at the Genesis tree. Oh, this is terrible. It's frozen stiff. It's frozen. Oh, no. Oh, no. Gala, really? Oh, no. Are you channeling Knuckles right now? My boy, what is going on? Vaughn, the Genesis tree is frozen. It's covered in ice and snow. All right, do all three of you need to check the trees just to be sure that they're frozen? I'm pretty sure we can tell from looking at them. Tara, everything will be all right, right? Won't the Genesis tree wake up? I never imagined that something like this would happen to the Genesis tree. We still have to try. We're going to focus all our energy. Come over here. Gala, let's give it a try. Ready, Vaughn? Let's go join them. Focus your thoughts. Well, let's see. Visualize the healthy, revived Genesis tree. Concentrate. Harder. Maida, you are a little inappropriate. I don't know, you guys. I don't think that really did anything. And it looks like Tara is confirming my suspicions here. It's no good, she says. If we try any harder, we may damage the Genesis tree. No. No, we can't give up. We can't. I'll do it. I'll wake up the Genesis tree. Noah, stop acting like a child. Jesus, Gala, she is a child. Oh, wait, that's it, a Rosaru egg. This is a Genesis tree, so it should have a Rosaru egg. Noah is right. Ozma, can we at least get a Rosaru egg? Well, actually, it looks like there are no Rosaru eggs here. It looks like all the Rosaru eggs have been taken from every Genesis tree. You know, and we're turning them into fucking necklaces. Kara, she took them. She took the Rosaru eggs. I'm sure of it because she had an egg. I see. It's possible. I don't know for sure, but it's possible. Can't we melt the ice? If we could revive the Genesis tree. There's only one thing I can say for certain. And that is, dawdling around here isn't going to get us anywhere. Noah, Vaughn, let's look for other leads. Gala, you sure do talk big. Just you wait. I promise you that we'll figure out something. All right, so obviously that scene is not completely necessary, but I love looking at that and just seeing the dynamic of all the characters interacting in the frozen realm of Booma. But we will go ahead and call this an episode, and when we come back together in the upcoming video, we will finally head forward to Dr. Usha's, I think it's called a research lab, research lair, whatever. We'll see what it's called when we get there, I suppose. So thank you very much for watching. I'll make sure I finish my story. Don't you worry. I'm so bad about starting stories and then not finishing them between episodes. But mental note is made. So thanks for watching, my friends. I am Rabbit. This is my 100% item guide and walkthrough for Legend of Legaia. And I'll see you very shortly in episode number 68.